Welcome to TaxTron Web tutorial video series. In today's video, we will be covering the Volunteer Firefighter Tax Credit using TaxTron Web software. Before we dive into the software, let's take a moment to understand what is Volunteer Firefighter Tax Credit. The Volunteer Firefighter Tax Credit is a non-refundable tax credit available in Canada for individuals who perform eligible volunteer firefighting services in a year. It's meant to recognize and support volunteer firefighters who contribute their time and effort to their communities. Here are some key points. Amount. The credit is based on a set amount of $3,000. For the 2023 tax year, you can claim 15% of that amount, which results in a maximum credit of $450. Eligibility. You were a volunteer firefighter or a search and rescue volunteer during the year. You completed at least 200 hours of eligible volunteer firefighting services or eligible search and rescue volunteer services in the year. Combining credits. If you also perform eligible search and rescue volunteer services, you can only claim one of the credits, not both. You may have to choose between the Volunteer Firefighter Credit and the Search and Rescue Volunteer Tax Credit if you qualify for both. Tax exemption for volunteer payments. If you receive payments for your services as a volunteer firefighter, the first $1,000 of these payments may be exempt from income tax. However, if you claim this income exemption, you cannot claim the tax credit. The income exemption related to emergency services volunteers is shown in box 87 of your T4 slips. Now, let's see how to report that in TaxTron Web. First, log into the TaxTron Web platform. Head over to the T1 Client section and select an existing client. From there, create a new return for this specific client. Before proceeding, make sure that the Personal Information section under Identification is complete and accurate. This is a crucial step to ensure everything is filed correctly. Next, navigate to the Income tab and locate the Profile tab. You will need to answer yes to the question. Did you work in 2023? Complete the T4 by entering the amounts shown in Box 14 and Box 22, $57,800 in Box 14, and $8,300 in Box 22. After completing the T4, now the calculated balance shows that taxpayer owes $1,148.47 in taxes. Next, go to Deduction tab and click on Additional Deductions, and check mark the Volunteer Firefighter or Search and Rescue tile and click Next. On this step answer any one question, as you can't claim both at same time. So answer yes to the question, are you claiming volunteer firefighters amount? And you will notice that the balance owing decreases, and taxpayer now own $698.47. To verify this amount on T1 General, please download the record keeping, and scroll down to T1 General line of $31,220. As $3,000 tax credit is there. Now, let's consider a scenario where you earned $1,000 from the volunteer firefighters or search and rescue volunteers amount. In this case, navigate back to the T4 page, select box 87, Emergency Services Volunteer, and enter $1,000, that's it. Next, print the record-keeping document by going to the Review and File section, download it, and scroll down to T1 General line 10105. Here, you will see the $1,000 listed as tax-exempt income for emergency services volunteers. Please note that while box 87 is reported separately, the amount is already included in your T4 box 14. And that's all for today's video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more TaxTron tutorials. Thank you for watching.